Massachusetts, the destination for the Pistons. For Boston, losing sight of their identity over the last 10 games, they've won only 2 of them. Tonight, they're hoping to get back to what they do well with a win. Pistons, Celtics, tip-off in just a moment. Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. With 2 Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at Philadelphia, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Checking out Boston, they've basically settled into who they are. They can put up a fight against the better teams, but something has to change for them to make a major improvement.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. And it's Russell in at the point. And for the Celtics, and it's Kite in at the center position. 2 teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Grant, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
Here's Howe. Here's Aguirre. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Oh, got that one up quick.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Passed along. Here's Benson. Here's Aguirre. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Benson's shot's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass it to pass to Bird. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. It's good. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Pass to Aguirre. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Oh!
He did it!
Punch it home!
Nice! Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Pass to Howe. Here's Benson. The 15-footer, and that's good for 2. Aguirre's gotten his second bucket.
What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
Driving in. Here's Kite. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Chalk up 2 there. Benson's got 6.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Here's Hassan. Pass to Bird. Here's Wilkins. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kite. No good off the glass.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's Aguirre. And here's Russell. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Hey, from beyond the arc. Kite grabs the board. The Celtics have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. There's the drive. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Boston shooting their first free throw of the night.
Team foul. At the line for the Celtics. That's it. At the line, shooting 1.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Yeah, they barely got by this team in the last meeting. Rebounding was the big factor.
And during the last month's worth of play, here are the top rebounding squads in the league. The 4th spot held by the Pistons.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
And the Pistons with possession here. Trailing by 2. Russell to pass to Long. Here's Howe. To the inside. Benson. Boston pulls it in. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Kite. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Russell. Here's Howe. Wide open look. Uses the glass to drop it in. Aguirre's got 8.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
And the basket by Hassan.
And this early scoring is as much about the lackluster defense as it is about either team's offense.
To the middle. Pass to Howe. Here's Long. And he's going for the oop here. Bird passes to Wilkins. Nice ball movement by Boston. With some arc. The rebound by Aguirre. Pistons trail by 5. Here's Howe. 14 points for him last game against Washington. The 3 from Russell. Boston pulls it in. Here's Wilkins. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. He's got 6.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Howe. Here's Benson. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends.
Here's Bird. Fires from the wing. And Boston again with the bucket.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Here's Long. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. 9-point game. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They really struggled to find their footing throughout the night. But towards the end, they got into a flow and almost won it.
You know, their energy kicked in down the stretch, but...
Lost the fall yet. Right side Edwards. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screen feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. And now it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Lays it up and banks it in.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
The first one falls. So he gets them both.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Here's Long. Still no points. Here's Aguirre. And again, it's Detroit converting.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Here's Hassan. Edwards pulls it in.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Pass to Danley. Here's Long. 6 to shoot. Powell passes to Danley. Takes a 3. The shot won't fall. Boston leading by 9. Nice ball movement by Boston. Wilkins. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Detroit has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Aguirre passes to Danley. Now here's Edwards. Good work there as it goes. Edwards has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
And the basket by Hassan. And the Celtics lead by 9.
I like how assertive he was, making his presence felt on the interior.
Pass to Danley. Inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Hassan coming off a 28-point game against Milwaukee. Here's Carr. The 3 is up. Edwards pulls it in. There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter. Pass to Long. Here's Danley. No good with the elbow jumper. Celtics lead by 7. Here's Hassan. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Let's take a look at some numbers for him.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
.127 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Buckner. Here's Bird. Counted from distance. Bird's got his third basket of the night.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Here's Dantley. He's on target from 8 feet out.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now here's Henderson. Defense right on him. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
Here's Bird. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Here's Buckner. Three-pointer, no good. Pistons trail by 10. Pass to Tyler. Now Jackson. Here's Dantley, defended by Henderson. Here's Edwards. And so it's the Boston Celtics, ending the quarter up 10. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports, coming your way right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Celtics lead by 10. We've got Henderson, and it's Dunleavy in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Dantley. Pulls it in from the elbow. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Dantley's got his second basket.
Nice job to recognize the lack of D in that medium range area.
And he drives in. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pistons trail by 13. Jackson, the pass to Dantley. Here's Tyler. To the paint. Here's Edwards. And the layup is good off the glass. Edwards has got 8.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Puts up a 3. The rebound by Detroit.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Jackson, the pass to Dantley. Over Henderson. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Celtics lead by 9. Pass to Henderson. Here's Carr. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. The Pistons have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, thanks for that report. Now here's Russell. Pass to Mahorn. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. No good from 11 feet. Boston leading by 11. Here's Buckner. And it's Mahorn with a rebound. The Pistons have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And he lobs it up top. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Detroit calls. And some of the best high flyers in the NBA. Some of this year's contenders for the dunk contest.
And when you look at the names on that list, you just know that contest has a chance to be special.
He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But, of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
Here's Carr. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games. The fourth spot held by the Pistons.
Well, over these last few games, they've been putting excellent pressure on the ball handlers and then turning those forced errors into easy points.
And he makes a first.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
And so he hits both. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Pass to Mahorn. Here's Benson. He's got 10. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Edwards looking for an opening. Detroit moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Here's Dantley. He goes up again. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 12 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Henderson. Blocked! Now here's Russell. He's guarded closely. Pass to Edwards. Over Henderson. Edwards, no good. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Here's Aguirre. He's got 12. Pass to Dantley. And here's Russell. Shot from the wing. The rebound, Celtics. McHale's got 6 rebounds now in the game. McHale. And he goes in for the dunk.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's Aguirre. It's rebounded by McHale. McHale's got 8 rebounds in the game. Bird. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Shot is good by Edwards.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Here's Bird. Here's McHale. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. Pistons trail by 16. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. The league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game, and one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league, so those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Brian, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
The line for one.
A lot of people think the NBA has never been better, Doris. What's your favorite thing about the league right now?
BA, you can't ask me one favorite thing. I mean, these players are at the most skilled I've ever seen them. The tough shot making's ridiculous. The three-point ability off the bounce. Do you know how hard it is what some of these guys are capable of doing nightly? Please.
Here's Danley. 17 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Not to mention the assists he piled up. You can see why his teammates like playing with him.
Here's Hassett. Now here's Russell. Pass to Danley. Here's Howe. It's rebounded by McHale. Here's Bird. Banked it in off the glass. Bird's got 20.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Celtics lead by 13. Driving to the basket. From deep. The putback. Shot's good by McHale. McHale's got 6 here in the quarter.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact. This time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Count it.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Pistons trail by 15. Pass to Howe. Here's Benson. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
There's the steal. To the wing, right side. Danley passes to Aguirre. Outside Russell. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Danley. He's got 9. Clock at 4. From 13. The second effort. Benson's shot's good. Benson's got 19 points.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. making a switch here. Edwards is checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Celtics lead by 11. Hassett, the pass to Henderson. That three's off the mark. And it's Edwards with the ball for Detroit. Well, when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. The shot by Danley, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. And it's Detroit with the ball. Russell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Aguirre. Here's Howe. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. McHale, no good. Pistons trail by 13. Russell with the ball. Here's Aguirre. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Mark Aguirre. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Pass to Ceballos. Russell against Henderson. Here's Hassett. Drains the triple. Hassett's got 14.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
For the Pistons, Benson shooting 1.
Boston leading by 12. Going inside. He got a piece of it. Here's Long. No points so far. Pass to Howe. Here's Aguirre. 1:41 left in the second quarter. Now here's Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Benson with the second effort, and the layup is good. Benson's got 24.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
The teardrop, and it's Hassett missing. Pistons trail by 10. Left side, Russell. Down low. Here's Benson, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
Henderson, the pass to McHale. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Hassett. Again, the miss by Boston.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Aguirre. Out left to the wing. Here's Howe. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Here's Wilkins. And miss after miss right now. Pistons trail by 8. Aguirre passes to Russell. Pass to Aguirre. From the baseline. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Aguirre's got 15.
This guy is on fire right now. defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
And so it's the Boston Celtics leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Boston Celtics.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's much harder to score in the half court.
Helps when you have the athletes they do as well. New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
I remember when three-point shooters were just specialists, but now everyone's doing it. Hard to narrow down this list.
Yeah, but usually you have to be a truly elite shooter to win this event. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Setting the floor for Detroit. And it's Long in at the 2. Wilkins, good. Pistons trail by 8. Pass to Howe. Here's Benson. Shot is up. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. 17 points in the game.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Pass to Long. Here's Aguirre. Kite grabs the board. Kite's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Wilkins. The Pistons clear it. Inside. Here's Benson. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. This will be his third free throw attempt of the game.
Benson at the line for 1.
One shot.
Boston leading by 3. Into the lane. We see a ton of teams shooting more and more threes nowadays. Here are the best in that department. 5th best, Boston.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. And here's Russell. Here's Aguirre. Kite grabs the board. Kite's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wilkins pass to Kite. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Pass to Howe. Here's Benson. Good. Benson's got 31 points.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Wilkins. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good, solid start to the half. Hitting 3 out of 4.
Pistons trail by 7. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Aguirre. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Aguirre. Shoot.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second one. Boston leading by 6. McHale pass to Kite. Nice ball movement by Boston. Nails it from 3. Bird's got 23.
Well, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look and good night.
Pass to Howe. Here's Benson. Here's Aguirre. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Aguirre's got 5 points now this quarter.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself. Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
Pistons trail by 9. Pass to Howe. Here's Benson. Here's Aguirre. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
That one goes. Count it.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get into paint and get wet.
Pass to Benson. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Boston leading by 9. The baseline K is on the way, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. 27 points for him.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe. BA, back to you.
Taking that long view approach. All right, thank you, Allie. Detroit calls timeout. Here's Aguirre. 22 points for him. Throw it down on the lob.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Pass to Aguirre. Over to the left wing. Here's Benson. And here's Russell. 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get one up quick. No good from outside. Celtics lead by 13. Here's Bird. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, even halftime, they couldn't slow them down. They've been hitting from the mid-range, though, all game long.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
And really strong at the line since the break.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Down by 15.
But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
Here's Hassett. And rejected. And they get it back. Here's Bird. Again, the miss by Boston. The Pistons have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Howe. Here's Benson. To the middle. Got a hand on it. Hassett, the pass to McHale. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. McHale's got 13.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Pistons trail by 15. Pass to Howe. To the paint. Here's Benson. Boston pulls it in. Kite's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's McHale. And there's the rejection. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Substitution on the court.
Shot from the inbound. And the basket by Hassett. Hassett's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's how you draw it up. The defense just couldn't react in time.
And for the Pistons, they're shooting 56% today. Long passes to Howe. Here's Aguirre. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Aguirre's got 9 points here in the second half.
Looks like they're going to keep pounding it inside for as long as they can.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul, 3rd team foul. At the line, Pike at the line for 2 shots.
And that one misses. No good on the second free throw. Pistons trail by 15. Here's Long. No points yet. Pass to Howe. Here's Danley. Clock at 6. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
The Pistons have gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. Here's Howe. Pass to Aguirre. Lets it fly from 18. And that one's good. Aguirre's got 26. Celtics lead by 13. Here's Carr. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective and they're winning.
Here's Aguirre. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. 28 points for him.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
Here's Bird. And again, Boston with the triple.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Danley. 9 points in the game. Tipped. Hassett, the pass to Bird. Rebounded by the Pistons. Aguirre's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Danley. Here's Aguirre. Detroit moving the ball around. Long passes to Howe. Here's Danley. No good on the triple.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Here's Bird. And Howe pulls it down. Howe's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Long. Here's Aguirre. And he lobs it up to the rim. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Bird. Good on the baseline J. Bird's got 34.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Pistons trail by 19. Here's Danley. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Here's Howe. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to get back on track. The shot by Danley, no good.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Bird passes to Kite. To the wing on the left. And Boston again with the bucket.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. They need this. And it's rejected. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
And Detroit making a change here. A minute 22 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. 4 on the clock. Edwards, no good. Boston leading by 21. And stolen by Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience. But you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Pass to Danley. Here's Howe. 44 seconds left in the third. It's tipped. Henderson left side. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Team foul. At the line for 2, Dunleavy.
First free throw is good. Russell's checked in for the Pistons. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Danley. Dunleavy with a rebound.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
Yep, count it. Bird's got 40 points.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind. Close this game out.
Right side Edwards. Outside Russell. Over Henderson. Up again.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. And so it's Boston with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back with you shortly. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award.
That was beautiful.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Henderson, and it's Carr in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Here's Edwards. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Give him 20.
Interesting choice going for the fadeaway, an unnecessary flourish in that case.
Pass to McHale from the arc. The Pistons clear it.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Now here's Russell. No one near him. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Celtics lead by 18. Here's Wilkins. And a strong finish with two hands.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. Here's Russell. Here's Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
At that range, it is about finishing strong. You can't hesitate.
Here's McHale, guarded by Edwards. Here's Carr. Sinks it from distance.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Mahorn. Left side, Edwards. Outside, Russell. Uncovered. Yep, that one's good. Aguirre's got 30 points.
Boy, terrific individual effort. Almost single-handedly, this guy trying to keep them competitive.
Sabalos, the pass to Henderson. Nice ball movement by Boston. Wilkins. Three-pointer off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Mahorn. Here's Aguirre. Second shot opportunity. It's deflected. Wilkins, pass to McHale. And a nice finish on the layup.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
Here's Henderson. The layup misses. Pistons trail by 19. Danley passes to Russell. Here's Danley, defended by Henderson. Danley gets the bucket. So it's Boston now. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account. That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's Henderson driving inside. Deflected. Now here's Russell, guarded closely. Pass to Danley. To the inside. Here's Mahorn. Dunleavy with a rebound. Boston leading by 18. Ball's going up the court. Oh, hey! How about that? And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Here's Danley to the left wing. Here's Mahorn. Pass to Aguirre. And here's Edwards. Taken away. It's stolen. Outside Russell. Here's Mahorn. Down low. The kick out to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Aguirre passes to Edwards. Russell from outside. Boston pulls it in. Dunleavy's got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed. Yeah, there is an art to working for the best shot available, and that right there is it.
And Russell's got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Celtics lead by 20. Here's McHale. Hits a three-pointer.
One this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
The Pistons have gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. Pass to Mahorn. Now here's Edwards. He's closely guarded. Here's Aguirre. Now Edwards. And the shot's good. Edwards got 14 points now in the second half.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. So both teams making some changes here. The Celtics have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Pass to Bird. This one for 3. Hits the trifecta. Bird's got 43 points.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Here's Long. Here's Dantley. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. And then on Friday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
And the first one at the line is good. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen. Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half, hasn't found the range since.
Pass to Benson. Dantley gets the bucket.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Boston with the ball. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Pass it. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
That's a great move if you can pull it off, especially against tight defense.
And the Pistons shooting is around 55% so far. Pass to Benson. Inside. Now here's Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Long. Three-pointer. Russell's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him tonight. Here's Hassett. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Russell to pass to Howell. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now. Pistons trail by 17. Russell to pass to Howell. Here's Benson. Pass to Aguirre from 18 feet away. The rebound, Celtics.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
And it's Kite missing.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now here's Russell. Here's Benson. Boston pulls it in. Bird's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Detroit foul. Benson, 3rd personal foul, 3rd team foul.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Boston, timeout.
Let's give you a look now at our player of the game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
You know, after a long and painful streak of losses, they needed this pick-me-up. He showed that it's never too late to play hard and get back in the win column. That free throw, no good. He hits the 2nd from the line. They trail by 18. The drop pass, and he dunks it down.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Oh, he can't get the layup.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Here's Benson. Oh, can't hit the jumper.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
He's off from 3. And here's Detroit. They're on a 14-6 run. Six to shoot. Oh, touches it off the glass.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Takes it inside. Oh, it drops in.
That's it.
1:46 left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Aguirre. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
You know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days. It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Celtics.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
And with this victory...
Here's Aguirre. Puts up the tray. Oh, it misses. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wilkins, good.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Here's Aguirre. To the middle. Here's Benson. Banks it home. Big shot.
Assisted by Aguirre.
From about 19, that misses. And So it's Boston easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.